This is my first try of the new, well, it's not new, it's a feature on the Gopro 3s and 4s called Superview. And what it does is it records in 4:3 aspect, but stretches the edges out here to make it 16:9. I think the idea is you get a higher and wider picture, so hopefully I'm getting a better picture of the handlebars because I'm so bloody tall. And I don't know if it's making everything look weird on the edges or not. I'm figuring this means I'm going to have to get even closer to bikes ahead of me or they'll look really small, because in effect she's a bigger picture. Yeah, so I'm interested to see how it goes. I've angled it down because you don't want too much sky. You know, the image just gets too dark. Way! Andrew's going pretty fast today, so I'll probably have trouble getting up close. Scotty's running tubeless for the first time today. He's got him at 8 psi, which I reckon is pretty hard, but he's just going to drop them bit by bit and see how they go. Always fun when they're spaced like that. Nice. Well done. Nice pivot. Beautiful, mate. Dr. Livingston, I presume. I don't think anybody's been down here for a while. That was a dead end, so here we are again.
We call this snake trails, as the track snakes along both sides of a creek. Nice and twisty, sandy soil, big whoops, and all sorts of surprises. The only problem is all of those trees. It's pretty easy for us Gumby riders to spear off the track after losing control, and a direct hit on any of these pine trees would probably see the trees getting less damaged than us. Nowadays, this is about as fast as I feel comfortable riding this sort of stuff. Probably about half the speed of a top enduro rider, I reckon. One thing I've noticed on these tracks is other riders tend to use low gears and lots of revs through here. It's almost like an urban myth. I'm revving my bike high, I'm making lots of noise, I must be going really fast. Wrong. You sound like a Harley rider. I know we sound like a broken record, but to quote Graham Jarvis yet again, if you want to ride fast, first you learn how to ride slow. I believe part of this is initially riding more open trails in higher gears with less revs. This way, acceleration and engine braking are smoother. The bike is quieter, so it's less of a distraction, and you aren't fooling yourself into thinking you're fast. You can work on carrying more speed into corners and accelerating out sooner. I reckon you'll be doing yourself a big favour in the long term staying in the lower half of your rev range at first and really working on your technique. Then, if you are a speed freak, slowly start dialing in the revs and acceleration as you can handle the ridiculous amounts of power these dirt bikes can make. If If you get your thrills from redlining your bike in a straight line on flat terrain, that's cool. But otherwise, focus on technique first, power later. Hill climbs are a good example of this. On a technical climb like this, you can't attack it with brute speed, and the bike is far more manageable at lower revs. If your clutch skills are up to it, then second gear works a treat, as it reduces your chance of breaking traction.
One dab.
They were great conditions today with a bit of overnight rain to dampen all that dust. We stayed out most of the day for a change, and I even went through a tank of fuel on the beater for the first time ever. Of course, I'll barely be able to move tomorrow without groaning and whinging. Always the sign of a top ride.